Another subject that's going to be in the news in the next few days is Israel appearing in front of the International Court of Justice, the ICJ. Can you walk us through what our viewers need to, how will this work? Walk us through the mechanics.
South Africa will present its case against Israel on Thursday, and Israel will defend its case on Friday, and at some point there will be a ruling. But what viewers really should know is that there are different versions of The Hague. Israelis just speak of The Hague. Many people in the world speak of The Hague. The International Court of Justice is an arm of the UN, essentially, that is rather political and that has absolutely no enforcement powers. As an example, the ICJ ordered Azerbaijan to end its blockade of Nagorno-Karabakh last February, 2 months into it. Azerbaijan ignored it. And this ended in a massive ethnic cleansing, essentially, the flight of the population, 120,000 people. Azerbaijan paid no price for this whatsoever because there's no political will. The only enforcement mechanism of rulings of the ICJ, even if they should rule against Israel, which I rather doubt, actually, because the case for genocide is weak, in my view non-existent, because there's no intent, would be through the UN Security Council. Now, the Security Council can impose economic sanctions, can even take military action or authorize military action. But of course, the UN Security Council, A, can do that without a ruling from the ICJ, and B, won't do it because of the U.S. veto, as long as Israel doesn't offend the U.S. too much by ignoring its requests for revision for the day after. So this is very, very, very different from the International Criminal Court, which is also in The Hague, and which has the powers of issuing arrest warrants.
Which they did for Vladimir Putin last year.
Well, of course, for that, Putin has to leave the country and arrive into an ICC signatory country. But essentially, the ICJ is a political body. I don't mean to disrespect it too much, but it is political. The judges are from various countries. They historically almost never stray from the political position of the respective country. And so it's a bit of a circus, but will it do Israel any PR favors?
That's the question.
No, it won't.
Why?
Well,
you would think that social media would love to...
Because the destruction in Gaza is very great. And you said before, war is always ugly. Sure. And urban warfare is even uglier. For that to be okay in the realm of public opinion, you have to present a case for an endgame that is amenable to a broad swath of the global population. Israel, other than removing Hamas, I hate to say it, has not.
Dan Perry, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming in and talking to us.